Mraso, CNA or Bath of Fesson, we didn't come. Estelle Safowaa, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing very well.
It's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you mean, born, I was getting the old kind of high life feel. Oh, you have a high life view and all time, yeah. High life feel. It was really nice. Wait, what's
Yeah, less than just a year. Less than a year.
Wow. Ansana, you know, better interview national. We're in a month of love. You are a married woman.
Yeah.
You have 4 kids.
Three.
I beg your pardon. 3 kids. And I'm sure you've been married for long. You've had the Australia kind of Valentine and the Ghanaian kind of Valentine. So speak to us on this whole month of love. What comes to mind when you think about Valentine?
In fact, when we are in this season, I think about peace.
Peace.
Unity.
Okay.
Yes, because love is peace. Love serves as unity. And I believe, for me, I personally believe that when we show love, that word love has to be in our life every day.
Okay.
12 months.
Every single day?
Every single day. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
And I feel like when we have that mindset, when we're hurting someone, we would think about it before.
My imagine say that's
it. That's it. Because when that is in our head, it becomes very hard to hurt someone.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So briefly tell us, who is Estelle Safowaa?
All right. Estelle Safowaa, it's a gospel.
Make country.
You started it. Yeah, Estelle Safowaa, gospel musician. Estelle Safowaa has served God since from the infant. Estelle Safowaa, like I make call all my school here, especially my primary school and my high school, me call no Ghana. Until some year, your friend is saying high school na, me di free Ghana. Me a Church of Pentecost.
Okay.
Yes, and I started the ministry in the church, and right after high school, and then I left. And so I went to Australia actually, married in a Mekoye. And then I started a ministry there in church, basically. And then around 21 years ago, I did my first album. And then I started having family, like given birth and all that. And it became a bit hard. Intimate me and continue at that time. But even though men to me I'm back out as professionally or man continue in that professional way, I was still ministering in churches in Australia. But only 5-6 years ago, and then I decided to come back in full because it's the right time for me to do this. And I came out with my first single around 5-6 years ago. After, the title was Matishok. The second one was Favor. And I did it I featured Selena Boateng.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the next one was the one I did with Minister Joe Metto. He Reigns. And then the other one was Non Compares. And then this one.
Okay.
And as you know, Estelle Safowaa, gospel musician. My background of education, like I'm a social worker actually, and I work in a community service, and my specialty actually is youth. I deal with youth a lot. Also, I'm in the beauty and how do we call it? Hair and beauty industry as well.
Right. Okay. And to say, what's the past 6 years? Waba back.
Yeah.
What do you think your impact on the gospel music scene is?
my impact has been? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, there has been a lot of impact based on some of the, how do we call it? Some of the things we hear, especially when He Reigns came. I had a great testimony about someone that was going through a problem, a situation. And the day, I think a few days of the release, she was listening to it, praying, and she had an encounter. And when she called me, she happened to have my number. She called me, told me what the situation was. I prayed with her and I asked God, I said, God, you have done this. Let your presence, let us see your presence. If you have revealed yourself to her, you have made her and had that encounter listening to the song dia eni nyame dia kebiano wankasaye.
Obviously, your motivation is from God.
Yeah.
Because if your songs will touch somebody,
someone
will have an encounter with God listening to your song, then definitely. But apart from that, what else motivates you to write your song? But then again, do you write your own songs?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. My husband writes some as well.
Okay.
And I have a brother who also writes some.
Where does the inspiration come from?
Oh, from God.
Apart from God?
From God and His Word.
Oh, okay.
Yes. From God and His Word. The Bible, His Word that we use. That's where my inspiration comes from.
Okay, so tell us, apart from Nyankopon, I would say, when I want inspiration.
Yeah. No. So I don't know
apart from Nyankopon, we say, unya source of inspiration. Yana be bracey, abrabomu, bia, and someone, mwate, even gospel for no mutanka, say, bia, bibi or more famu. Bia nini bia femu and I say the experience be untronium based on any of that stuff.
Oh, I would say I do.
Okay.
I would say I do because, for instance, so would me singles are media babontin, you know, it's basically a praises, worship praises and all that. Yes, there was a bit of a reason behind it. For so many years now. Bibida me kuna ni soa na yesre Nyankopon se obeya mayen for about 18 good years.
Wow. And no person only a child now no your private person obeko.
It's a bit later.
It's a bit later.
Yeah, but I'll brief it out. Okay. And so anytime
Inti debiara.
But inti debiara no. Empo menyatsna care mu na me kwa adwuma I will be crying. Yeah. It was a bit intense within that 8 years. No, it was so intense in 4 years. Yes, there was that 18 years. No, not 4 years. It was so intense. And sometimes when I'm going to work. In the car, I will be crying in the car. Oh yes, because when I'm driving, right? When I'm driving, and I don't want my husband. My husband is you're so caring, and I don't want him to feel say, I'm struggling. Wow. And I'll be praying at time for those many years. I dear me who said na me ya ne say na me bisa, ye bisa. Me be a manua bisa until it reaches a point and I make her say, Erade, I know, say, what's him in it? And pose me be a manu se me bisa wono. I know, say, wouldn't name at the cry me be bisa. And until you feel ne quino, in bisa will she be you. What so much ray and say, whoop or sorry a pa.
Otinema aye yemu.
Sanity. Nasa wukai. David. Jehoshaphat Ebra. There was a war. Na akumbi war. Ena. Edru said they had to face Akono. They did not say, Omo anka say, oh, at this time, no, ye be bom pa say nyame ma ya hoden, nyame ma ye etuo, nyame ma ye can say ejan na ye mfanko. But the whole Shepherd's original ho can say, a nipa on a soldier for ni omo, on en crop for ni omo bekono. O original ho can say, ye betie de nyame asam no kan ye na prophets are already animal no ye betie ye ne omo be ya adwene na ye tie de omo kan ye de a na nyame ebe dum yen entokwa ye be kon. But there is a catch, there is a plan. The plan is we are not going to ask God anything. All we're going to do is to praise him. We're going to praise him and march around the army. And I know when we do that, God will come to our aid. Now, nyame sheni die ne monyam say, bra, almost started say, almost sorry nyame no. Amunumu hwa nyame esesa omadwene oma ye confused.
Or sorry.
And
so you decided to inculcate that.
That's it in my life.
Sesane see ye trenu mu dia. Ene ade so asumi.
Yes.
Me musa nyame biom cause my busa.
Me busa. That's it.
And unya homoaye.
I did.
Me to me pushu kaka. Me to kaka na wo peba. Now
oh, no, everybody in your meet share me be straight away.
Juma na said dear. Yes, you're being crying. Because me push you kakra. Oh, you can't go apartment code details, but when we say if it's so vague, no be. But then, okay, if you don't want to say,
okay, na Juma. But I na my husband's side.
Okay.
So because my husband was suya dear pa. Now sometimes when you are in a country where the population, once a chronic people who are racism,
yeah.
So, and pese bibini ebe babedine so. What you say? And with all his qualification, they struggle to
recognize him.
Yes, to actually give him that
the place he deserves.
That's it.
Okay. And tina no na dawa kuma so.
Yes.
If say oye nipa tuntum akopia gbofo mu.
That's it.
Na say de bia o form sa.
That's it.
Tina ya dia do kwurade anim.
Oh yes.
We na kwa promotion yasem.
It wasn't actually a promotion. It's like onya was study a lot.
Was sua de
bebre.
But don't be nkona ni mu ana.
Which means which enye so nkona anymore. Adia osua ye no. Onya ho adwuma.
Okay.
What you say? Send you owo mumpo ena say onto me enkona ni mu kra is okay. He is there.
Na onya bi kra.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what I'm making I say that's it.
All right. That's yeah, there was so many years. I was not any Estelle Safowaa dinkomo. Na pushing the kaka no person beka. Yentia enfie watch. Now sugu nyame so sa. No se sa fie watch no mu nai bi de. No se dream pa. So we drive kura no wusu.
Edru baby me ba. Enta me kunu behu se. Na
how no. O se edru baby na so ka se rade. Ma busa. Waso nyetia wate. Se meyi waye meda wase da se waye. Na osi oye no nso ebemu enka nya
enti no menwumu a medikan no enwuma edikan no the title is Mate Shock.
What is shock?
And how the song came. The first, I think this is the first place I've shared this.
Okay.
The first email, we share the same emails. That came, we were driving. And at that time, I was self-employed. He would come to my workplace after work and we would go home. On our way going home, he was the one driving. And I saw the email. I looked at it. I read it. And then immediately, I told him what the email was about. And then I could hear my husband just hit his hand on the steer. And I'll say, hey, Rade. Was what to me surprise me dear.
Oh, Mate Shock.
And there's some more kind, you know. de me so me hu ya ne say me de aya nwom nti wotie nwom no say erade wo to me surprise me pa adia nyame waye odafo wo to me surprise me dear adia nyame waye matisho Matishok, Eradia surprise me, oh, Matishok.
I wish for your boy and walk about Sanum. Ama, if I said what it. Then one sign and you know a bear ready no. I didn't know your gospel.
Oh, Miss Sumunya Mia or say.
What does called Pentecost?
I do.
Okay.
And I will never quit.
Okay.
The thing is, when I look at sometimes I me feel say when we were growing up, our parents struggles. They struggle to take care of us.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, I'm sure on a bra wa bra. And then I go back and think, because I'm a mammy bra, nyame bra wa bra wone ma to die on the cross or suffer, you know. There's a me parents and I'm a mammy dear nuru. Nyame dear baby.
Wow.
Enti adanti na men somono.
Who gospel music industry ni saying? 1 year nyame nyom. Ewo Ghana no. Who say impact was so mu year ewa Accra so no. Who so mu year na. Na afen so enkabo mu ho. Let's talk about all that.
Okay, first of all, enkabo mu ne dear. Honestly, I can't tell because I don't.
Now, Uba, only obi, un minister won't here. But Uba, we say by 6 years, and Ukoba sa, only a big cry and you. Maybe I say Joe Metal, any near also winning a year collaboration. Which year gospel for now? How's the reception like?
Oh, honestly, all my many on my daily day, and they're so amazing to me because on the day I have seen them. We've done stuff together. You want who? With Estelle Safowaa ebeba.
Okay.
Yeah. Like even Minister Joe, mena nakasa when I came. Until I have met them. You know, dear, no problem. I mean, can't say others there is a problem, but I don't know. I haven't seen them physically.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's talk about the impact. Are we really making? Are you gospel people making the needed impact? Oh,
I think yes. I think yes. The reason why I'm saying yes, and I say, sometimes you will go to someone's timeline and the messages, you know, and the messages people are putting on their timeline about Obi to me Troka say, and this song came for me. This song has done this for me. Not only my song. I have seen those testimonies on other gospel musicians.
Nyame nyumu a ye tie na na say nyumu a wo go
nyumu a ne ye tie no
it's ye good
good even both area
sabi area sefo any Christopher nyina
because I've been witnessing it. I've been seeing some men who be
any nkomo emfa a new one my praise when na see aye nyum bi
me pacho
is it out yet
pacho
any hu nkomo kakra yeah,
the song is out there. In fact, as you know, as I said earlier, that song came as an inspiration. Like, yeah, we wrote it. I took it to Nasi's place, and honestly, odianiji somo se obebwa. Edru baby krano. Onwa ne part na oto yeno. Ochro kakra ewo ho.
All right, Ebusanfo, one year show on Facebook, no, they have a question for you. You featured Nasi, and yet we're seeing some DDT.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, the reason is the date na Nasi per se ye shoot no. Na in favor me. The reason why is a menti chromo ha.
Okay.
And on the videos where they editing no by the time I want Sabekano will be about 2-3 weeks. Oh, and you know I don't know na favor me. Ebasa me sume jame nkwala ne me kunu wo ho. E wo say yetimi wie na nyom na ba bonten me ya me promotion kakra nsamako nti it was a mutual I can say agreement say ne ba na ye de ne ye ade no
but let me I've observed something about you Fribra u ba studio ha even ansana ye do ba TV so no personally you have a very calm demeanor but yeah we it's like you're roaring lion be I don't because it's like you have two personalities because mommy at a point kameyada but I show the video now my praise yeah that's what you have sana so the thing is so what is this?
Obviously, Sam, you say, how do you do praises with this kind of voice? I mean,
demeanor. You have a very calm. Kasa no yini kuma. There wasn't so many gam. Eti kamiyada no credit. But then, when I watch your videos, I'm like, who is that? And so if I compare you and that lady I'm seeing in the video, is that how you are? And I say TV in
No. That's yeah. Even crying, I've been my brother and me kasa serious said no. You need to be like.
So brother say send your
yeah, that yeah. Ain't you know? Usha me interview.
Say what basro
the past 3 days, you know, my hair be. Act like
and is it that minimobia on so Kasakra and some international gospel musician or you calm but ujina stage say
that's me
only
that's me
or 2 years
yes
as a no
that's me
that is you
yes I'm like that
wow so talk to us now see what's a fine encounter with the recording let's talk about that. Inti woni na see why na initiative when our friend na see and I say the and the part no when actual man and I say na see
in fact I'm actually under Media Excel.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Akwesienis. Okay. Yeah. And you know when we decided say ye de enwom no be ma na ye no na ye hwe there was a part na ye feel say oh this part no Uncle Nasi will be able to do with and
better.
Okay. Yeah. A pet yedi man no so de na dwene o se okay na me nso wo pese me na menye de na me nso me twro ni sei aka ho na ma ye ni sei wo ho enne ma on yeah
me pese o to kakra bi
okay
ka just maybe the verse one
the first
small.
Okay all right
na me hwe say wo body ni besesa she say cross me kasa ma wa ye kaka ko so ba person no afa mi see e di asemu ni me give say one year no asase o be di dance here say now ye nya kakra say as hit abem la fear ba me enti to kakra chere
okay come see what the Lord has done for me
that's right
hey, he did it again and again, yeah. Me pan radia mama sebi, o de menasi obutanso, wa hwa me boni so na miende, anwanwa do ben poni Yahweh.
Wow, I tell you. Also, I told you no bashro. Yeah, you are matching my energy. You mentioned earlier that you work with the youth.
Yeah. That's why
you
I came here.
You work with the youth.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that a bit. What do you do, and what is your message for the Ghanaian youth watching this morning?
What I do, most of what we do is enkwalana ehono, enkwalana sebe. Omo ye drugs, you know, drug and alcohol, no. Obi wo ho no mo na we free fear, na just say oba aban ne ho na aban no.
We Australia
me ye no e wo ho no eno no. Obi wo ho nso ana.
Enti na sa we calm me afa na matias here. Because to be a social worker, you need to have a ton of patience.
That's
I've seen a few social work. But they are very effective in their work. I think no matter what.
Because those kids are very hype. How do you call it? Hyper. You know, and you know, say like there is this therapeutic way we used to deal with them because no that you know so it will blow up things. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
is your message to the Ghanaian youth?
My message to the youth, say, honestly, they should take it easy.
Take it easy.
This life,
mumra from
namunya botre, and then ye youth no fa niema any kwan say omufa omu ye niema any kwan so omu ye any die so munto mo bo. Now there is time for everything.
All right, thank you so much. Oh, Mami, Okasa, there's time for everything. I can't read. What so? And you might say, what is your expectation for the new song?
Oh, my expectation is obia obetie nyame enam sa nyomo yeso. Enye nipa ebisade bebre emma omo obi biara obetie nyomo no, the person should encounter or have a special encounter from God. Another expectation is nyame bema enyomo edru bebia we're not even expecting it to reach.
Oh, you are on the Media Excel label.
Yeah, Anne.
To the one you will be a so wasning. Now, up and coming musicians be complaining so more brepa. Before you met Media Excel, how was it for you? Music management. Talk to us about that. Did you struggle a lot?
No, it was a bit hard. It was a bit hard to do it yourself. Nedi. Enunti nema. Me decided it's okay. Enye mepe obia to me. At least me ni hakrana still promotion and everything will still be taken care of.
Oh, Australia. How have they received your ministry there in Australia?
Oh, it's amazing. Most of the time, this one I posted it, I think the time I posted it was a bit late, but they watch me when I'm doing a live interview, even radios, they'll be watching and commenting. They are very good. Our population here endorse on Papa dear. But my sorry mo, they're just amazing. They love the songs.
They love the songs.
Yeah.
What is your final word to that person who has fallen in love with you right now, the potential Estelle Safowaa lovers, and to everybody watching? And after that, you tell us about your socials.
All right. First of all, say Meda Wasibibre for giving me this opportunity to be sitting right in front of you. Nyame enshra. Afe no mo amutie me. Nyame enshra mo bebre. Me mpa ibone se. Nyame be yo bia koma so ade amano. Sometimes ye pe bibia. Eya na enye preko pe no. Enye time wa yan ye pe no. And sometimes ye nyano. Ebi wo yebetimi nyano right at that time. Ebi wo ho so edi mre. Ba ni nyina mu no. Yema ya sida endoso. Ensin ye bisa ye bisa. Thank you all. Now all my followers, God richly bless you for your support. Miss Ramonso, my social media handles no. Estelle no spelling say ESTELLE. Me repeating it bio. ESTELLE. Safowaa ne de obia nim Safowaa.
Safowaa na a single A and a double A.
Double A.
Double A.
Yeah, double A. And I may all the social, you can say, platform, no, Oko Facebook, me wo
Estelle
Safowaa, okay. Instagram, Estelle Safowaa, TikTok, Estelle Safowaa. Aside that, all the, music stores, no, I'm there with the name, Estelle Safowaa. Nyamin shramu bebre.
Over Ghana, what is your favorite food? I mean, so I got to Australia, check. But what is your favorite food in Ghana?
Me basa dia me di bibia o.
Oba kono ayo bolo.
Ani me ba ya kra maye kese.
Eto oba dia na odi fufuo pese.
Dia wo fufuo dia.
What's that so free Kumasi? I say because how you can deal with. Aha no mo ya mo kan it was afin aha. Oh, me so much na Kumasi dan ti deal wo.
Oh, okay.
Deal wo. Eto ba o ya na wo Kumasi anasa wo ha.
No aha. Me ba ha ya na me.
Unya deal wo papa di wo ha say. say Kumasi there.
And to say Kumasi, there is a spot for Kumasi. Me mama de me kwa, I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Estelle Safowaa, it's been a beautiful conversation. We began slowly and built it up and ended beautifully. Abusianfo, let's follow her on social media. Estelle Safowaa Facebook, Estelle Safowaa Instagram, Estelle Safowaa X. Yenko baby kai so say Max TV na de ne ba na hu. Into who follow now follow Max TV so Max TV GH Max TV GH na ya ye is up say o san ko hwa obetumi akọ Facebook Max TV GH Ebusianfo me damwase.